U.S. Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame was established in 1954 in Ishpeming, Michigan, considered to be the birthplace of organized skiing in the United States. Its purpose is to provide lasting recognition for those American skiers who have excelled as competitors or as contributors to the advancement of skiing in all its forms. Each year, a select group of individuals are added to its honor roll. Please join us now as we meet this year's U.S. Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame honorees. For nearly 4 decades, Nick Badami was one of the most influential figures in the skiing industry in the United States. His background in business success, plus his leadership skills and enthusiasm for the sport, extended to nearly every aspect of winter sports. Retired at the age of 49 from his successful management of BVD, Badami plunged headlong into his son Craig's passion for skiing and ski racing. In 1970, seeing an opportunity in the ski world, he purchased Alpine Meadows in California. 5 years later, he added Park City Mountain Resort in Utah to the family, building a trend of success for those resorts that continues to this day. His appointment to the board of directors of the National Ski Areas Association in 1978 gave evidence of the rapid respect Nick gained through the ski industry. Just 6 years later, he was named the board chairman. Badami had officially become the go-to guy for nearly everyone in the resort industry seeking advice and counsel, and his impact continues to be manifest on a daily basis. Eventually, he would sell his resort interest to Powder Corp, but remained its chairman for 9 years following the sale. Nick and Craig worked together to make Park City a world-class destination for skiing. They earned immediate international accolades for developing the idea of America's opening in 1986, bringing a sense of festival to World Cup ski racing and an entertainment platform that changed and modernized the white circus globally. Father and son created a party-like atmosphere that made the World Cup fun for athletes and fans alike. While Nick focused on improving the ski resort experience, he also had one eye on what was happening with the athletes who raced on the U.S. ski team. In 1974, he was appointed to the U.S. Ski Educational Foundation as a trustee, building on that relationship through to the 1990s when he became the chairman of U.S. Skiing. Through his vigilant guidance and leadership, USSA became a sound organization that could provide young skiers across the country with an opportunity to pursue their Olympic dreams. Many athletes from this era achieved unprecedented success, earning recognition in the U.S. Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame. Steve and Phil Mayer, Debbie Armstrong, Hillary Lind, Julie Parisian, and Peekaboo Street, to name just a few. The legacy Badami created continues today with the great success of outstanding American skiers like Lindsey Vonn, Bodie Miller, and Ted Ligety. Naturally, Nick's expertise was called upon for the preparation of the 2002 Olympic Winter Games in Salt Lake. He served as a director on the successful Olympic Bid Committee and continued as a director on the organizing committee. For his outstanding career service to skiing, Badami was awarded the Julius Blegan Award for Outstanding Volunteer Service by USSA in 1992. Nicholas Badami was a leader possessed with unsurpassed vision, business experience, and acumen. Skiing in the United States is truly blessed that he chose to bring his extraordinary ability to its service for over 40 years. Tonight, by inducting him into the U.S. Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame as an honored member, we will ensure that this extraordinary legacy will be preserved forever in the annals of American ski sports.
Grandpa spent over 3 decades in the ski industry, and for most of the time he was with the U.S. Ski and Snowboard Association. He was chairman for the National Ski Area Association and American Ski Federation. He was trustee and board member for the Salt Lake Olympic Organizing Committee and founder of the National Avalanche Foundation. The list goes on and on. If you were to ever ask him about these accomplishments, he would never take all the credit. Instead, he would shift his attention off him and onto the men and women with whom he worked. My grandfather was a very unselfish man and never wanted to be in the spotlight, but he couldn't avoid it, until I came around. When I got to a certain age, he would place me on the podium stage to hand out the winnings to all the racers. After doing this for a number of years, it got to a point where I began to know some of the most frequent guests of the podium, in particular, the great Alberto Tomba. He and I became friends, and one day after another race that Tomba had won at Park City, I went to hand him his award, and he picked me up and placed me on his shoulders while he celebrated atop the podium. I remember thinking to myself, I would have loved to see him lift Grandpa up on his shoulders. Another way my grandpa liked to share the spotlight was when he was picked to be the torchbearer for the 2002 Winter Olympics. He knew right away that I was going to do the honor of running the torch on his behalf. He also knew that I would be handing out the flowers to the winners of the events that took place at Park City Mountain Resort. So it's only right that I stand before you today and accept this award on his behalf. These are all moments in my life that I will never forget because of his altruism. For all of you that knew my grandpa, I'm sure he instilled some lifelong memories in you to enjoy forever as well. When thinking back on my grandpa's legacy and his life, I can't help but think of a famous inspirational quote by President Lincoln. And in the end, it's not the years in your life, but it's the life in your years. Thank you.
Sweet, now in 2 lovely colors. Introducing Sweet Cuvée and Sweet Rosé. Korbel, toast life.